I'm here today to talk to you guys about something that's extremely important to me, and I think probably extremely important to everybody in this room, or at least it should be. And before I start my talk, I'm just gonna give a quick little introduction about myself. So basically, the way that I think about my career is doing growth marketing for emerging industries. I've been working in tech startups for probably over 15 years at this point. Prior to my crypto journey, I had a couple of successful exits in AR, VR, and 3D printing. And then I started with crypto in about 2015. The world seemed to be falling apart, and I was looking for alternatives to traditional finance. And I'll get to it later, but nowadays I don't have as much of a gripe with TradFi as I used to. I've done a lot of really cool things in crypto. I've worked at big companies like Binance. I've helped smaller companies acquire users, engage those users, monetize those users, and ultimately delight those users to create growth loops that then scale those companies and create massive success stories. So that's kind of what I do. And the current project that I've been working on, and I'm really excited about, is a company called CrossFi. You could see it all around the place. So a little bit about CrossFi. CrossFi is an ecosystem. It's a layer 1 blockchain that is built for scalability, built for security, and built to support our flagship payment product. CrossFi has a bunch of really cool developers working on great projects. We've got a great suite of DeFi tools, but I think the coolest thing that CrossFi actually does is our non-custodial payment technology. We literally allow you to connect any Web3 wallet to our app without transferring your tokens anywhere, without any third party or any middleman, hold a certain amount of tokens, and transact with your crypto at any point of sale terminal anywhere around the world. So pretty cool stuff. You know, we're all, I hope, big believers in not your keys, not your coins. And I think we've seen the pitfalls of transferring your tokens over to an exchange or transferring your tokens over to another app that you don't necessarily trust. So yeah, we're trying to enable truly non-custodial payments with your crypto in the TradFi world. As I said, I don't have any more gripes with TradFi. We're actually embracing it. So throughout my time in crypto, I've noticed a couple of things that really prevent crypto from proliferating into society, from mass adoption. And so I'm here today to talk about those things, and then I'm here today to give you some solutions to address those problems, and then show you how we're doing that at Cross Finance. So why don't we dive right in? So these are the main challenges that I've identified by working with dozens of companies, both big and small. These are the things that I've been seeing that prevent users from really being able to dive in headfirst, embrace the technology, and I think most importantly, have confidence in using certain products and integrating them into their daily lives. So, of course, we've all seen it. I mean, complexity, technical barriers. You start talking to people about the blockchain, they start looking at you very confused, they get intimidated. You know, I'm sure we all have friends that aren't crypto natives. Everybody sitting in this room, you know, I'm sure you know the crypto landscape like the back of your hand. People that are not crypto native are intimidated by blockchain technology. That is just a fact. And then, of course, you have security concerns. You hear in the news, oh, there's been this huge hack, and this liquidity has been stolen, and this exchange has collapsed. I mean, hearing that as a non-native crypto user, you definitely get a little bit worried. Now, as a crypto native, obviously, you know, a hack is a hack and a collapse is a collapse. It's just another day in the world. But again, the reason that people are intimidated by crypto is that this is the narrative that they continue to hear. Another big factor, regulatory uncertainty. You hear all the time, oh, this is illegal, or this might be sketchy, or this isn't good. And so again, as a user looking to get into the world of crypto, I'm thinking to myself, oh, I should probably stay away because I'm not 100% sure what I'm doing here and I don't want to get in trouble, right? That's just putting yourselves in the shoes of somebody who is thinking about embracing crypto technology. And then volatility, I mean, that is just the world that we live in. The last few months have been absolute hell for the markets. You know, all of us sitting in this room, we're like Braveheart. We run into the fire. We don't care. Crypto collapses, we buy more. Crypto rises, amazing. We celebrate. But it's just another day in the life of a crypto native. When it comes to folks that are just looking at it from the outside, they're thinking, oh no, I do not want to do that with my money. That is extremely scary. I am not into that. And I think for me, the most important thing that I've seen preventing users from truly being able to embrace crypto is usability and the user experience. I mean, we've all used, you know, brand new crypto apps, we've used DeFi solutions, we've used the whole gamut of the crypto landscape. And I mean, let's be completely honest, right? The interfaces are complicated, the transactions are difficult, you're not sure, you haven't paid the gas, you haven't set the slippage. I mean, you know, again, as somebody who's not crypto native, these are things that are intimidating. It's scary. It's not something that I want to experience, especially when I'm used to making transactions with swiping a credit card. It's that simple. And so why would I ever want to put my money into something that is more complicated than that? It is just creating more headache for me. All I want to do is buy a coffee and move on with my day. And so, you know, again, as I've worked with a bunch of companies in crypto, these things just keep coming up again and again, and I keep seeing these issues. And so some of the solutions that I found that really help bypass these issues and solve them and address them are as follows. I mean, education and awareness, number one. Again, some of these concepts might be very simple, but really think about it. As a business owner, as somebody who represents a company, is your product actually doing these things, or do you just think you're doing these things? So education and awareness. Are you creating comprehensive educational resources? Are you doing workshops and webinars? Are you really explaining what the value of your product is, how your product works, and how it's going to help somebody achieve their goals and give them confidence in using your product? Enhanced security measures, right? User-friendly security solutions, insurance and fraud protection, another big topic. You know, banks have FDIC. I have $250K in the bank. I can take out confidently that $250K and know that it's going to be there. How do we do that in crypto? How do we provide the same level of assurance for users that are using our technology? Regulatory clarity. I think this is a really big one. How do we, as business owners and as representatives of crypto companies, collaborate with regulators? How do we create transparent policies and guidelines? How do we make sure that our users actually know what the law is and how they're interacting with the law when they're using our products? This is extremely important. These are things that are literally preventing people from downloading your app, from using your L2, from doing anything in the world of crypto. Stable coins and risk management tools. Again, this might apply to certain businesses, it might not apply to certain businesses, but utilizing stable coins to mitigate volatility. As a user who expects $1 to $1, a euro to a euro, of course, we all know on the back end, these currencies fluctuate. My dollar is not worth as much today as it was 10 years ago, but for the non-native crypto user, they want that one-to-one. They want that stability. They don't want to wake up and see a 30% market crash, and now all of a sudden they have 30% less money. So how do we help them gain that stability? And of course, offering financial tools for risk management. And I think most importantly, again, through all the work that I've done with crypto companies, improved user experiences. Simple interfaces. If you give this to somebody that's 70 years old and they don't understand what's going on, chances are nobody does, unless you're a crypto native, in which case you'll just dive headfirst into anything, because we love experimentation. We love new things. We love shiny objects, and we're willing to play with them. But again, if the goal is mass adoption, then please, please, please simplify your user interfaces. Make them easy to understand. and then seamless transaction processes. I mean, we can't necessarily solve for that super easily, but always think, what does that flow look like? What is each step in that flow? What is each interaction that the user is taking with your product? And how can I make it dead simple to help people embrace your technology, understand your technology, and be confident in deriving value from your technology? Very, very important things. I know, again, simple concepts, but are you actually truly delivering on these promises? So at CrossFi, some of the ways that we're solving for these are creating easy-to-use products supported by high-quality educational content. We really put a lot of bandwidth and resources into educating our users. How do you use this thing? What does it look like? Where exactly do you click? What happens when you click? We're focused on security. Again, as a financial product, we enable true non-custodial crypto to fiat payments. And so a huge focus of ours is safety and security, not only on the back end, but as well as the front end, really explaining to users what we're doing to keep their money safe. Regulations, instead of running out into the wild and saying, you know, F the banks, F the regulators. No, we work with regulatory bodies to understand, embrace, and translate those regulations into our products to help users understand what it is exactly that's going on in the back end. How are they interacting with the law, and how do they keep themselves safe while they're doing that? Risk management. We at CrossFi work directly with banks, so we're not doing middlemen, we're not doing third parties. We work directly with banks to build products that are native, as de-risked as possible, and to continue driving adoption the way that banks have driven adoption for their financial products. And I think, again, most importantly, and I will continue to reiterate this concept and I will die on this hill, we build products through extensive user testing. We get feedback from our users. We understand exactly what they're feeling when they interact with our product. And over the course of decades of combined experience from the team, we really are trying to build something that is very easy to use, that is very easy to understand, and that is extremely simple to derive value from. So really quickly, just want to reiterate some of the problems: complexity, security, regulations, volatility, and UX UI, and the solutions that we all in this room need to be focused on in order to create a better experience for the next billion users in crypto: education, safety, clarity, risk management, and above all, delightful experiences. We are all paving the way to global crypto adoption, and I'm just going to leave you guys with the one question: how are you helping to build for the next billion users? Thank you guys very much for having me. It's an honor and a pleasure being here. You can connect with CrossFi across all of our social channels, and you can connect with me on all of my social channels. Thank you very much. I'm going to go walk around and look confused and hopefully talk to some of you guys.